Assalamu alaikum students. I hope all of you are fine and enjoying the blessings of Ramadan, although the Ramadan is going to end. Anyway, students, it's our third lecture today. It's from our literature book. The previous two lectures were from the grammar portion, the direct and indirect narration. I hope the rules were clear to all of you, but still, if you find anything difficult, anything confusing, you can ask me through the comments. I will reply to your comments, inshallah. And the exercises which were to be solved in the previous videos, you have to do those exercises on your notebooks, and I'll check your notebooks after getting back to school, inshallah. So before starting our lecture, I want you people to keep your English literature books and pencils along with you so that everything should be clear to all of you. We are going to start with the second unit, as we have started the grade 10th book already in grade 9. The first chapter was done, second was approximately done, but because some of the students were absent in those days, so I am repeating chapter number 2, that is Chinese New Year. It's page number 15 of your textbook. Chinese. So in the first paragraph, the writer is telling us about the importance of Chinese New Year in Chinese families. That how important the Chinese New Year for the Chinese families. And there are specific holidays for the New Year celebrations. They celebrate it with family gatherings. They give gifts to each other. They eat symbolic foods, and they have symbolic decorations, specific decorations for the Chinese for their New Year. Because as per their belief, they believe that the passing year will ward off the bad spirits from their home, and the new year, the coming year, will bring good luck for their families. In China, lunar calendar is still in use to determine the traditional holidays like Chinese New Year. So Chinese New Year is not on the same day every year. As per the lunar calendar, it depends upon the circles of the moon, the phases of the moon, which has a shorter circle than the sun. So Chinese New Year normally typically falls between 21st January to 20th February. But the celebrations, they last for approximately a month. Approximately they celebrate the new year for a month. In the first thing they do for the new year celebrations, first one is to cleaning their houses and the new clothes. Before the starting of new year, they start their cleaning their houses. What is the purpose of cleaning the houses? The purpose of cleaning the houses is to ward off bad luck, to wipe away the bad luck of the previous year. They think that the new year is symbolic for the good luck. That's why they try to ward off, they try to wipe away the bad luck of the previous year by cleaning their houses thoroughly. All cleaning must be done before the New Year's Eve, because they think that if the cleaning would not be completed before the New Year Eve, it will be a symbol of bad luck for them. So that's why before the starting of the new year, before the New Year's Eve day, they complete their thorough cleaning of their houses. And then the new clothes. Wearing black color is associated with death as per their beliefs, so wearing black is not allowed. They do not allow their children or their family members to wear black, but wearing red is encouraged. You know why wearing red is encouraged? In some of the society, wearing red seems to be a symbol of danger, but in Chinese society, wearing red is encouraged because red color is associated with warding off bad spirits. They think that red color is a symbol of wiping away or warding off the bad spirits. So this is the first thing they do before the New Year's Eve. Second thing on page number 17. Second thing what they do is decorating the houses. They decorate the houses, and in those decorations they also use red color. The red color is prominent in their decoration. This is a very popular custom to hang up signs and posters on the doors and windows with the Chinese word Fu. The Chinese word fu, they hang posters and they hang different type of cards on their doors and windows with the Chinese word fu. Do you know what is the meaning of the Chinese word fu? The Chinese word fu means luck and happiness. So the purpose of decorating the house is to welcome the luck and happiness of the coming year. They welcome it through the decorations, and buying flowers for the homes and is a common practice. They do buy flowers, they do buy red color flowers because red is again associated with warding off bad spirits. This is how they decorate their houses on the arrival of new year. Then they have a Year's Eve dinner. What is New Year's Eve dinner? It's a grand dinner. They celebrate there's a New Year evening with a grand dinner. On the eve of the Chinese New Year, it is customary to visit relatives and partake in a large dinner where a number of specific foods are served. And now there is a speciality of the New Year's Eve dinner. You know what is the speciality? That the host family will cook 8 dishes, 8 or 9 dishes, not only 8, sorry, 8 or 9 dishes, because in Chinese society 8 is associated with prosperity and 9 is associated with long lasting. So 8 to 9 dishes means that the arrival of the happiness with the coming year will be long lasting. The arrival of happiness and prosperity with the coming year will be long lasting. It will stay with them throughout the next year. So that's how they celebrate the evening by a grand dinner, with a grand dinner. Then giving get good luck gifts. Good luck gifts. And again, in giving good luck gifts, they use red color. So we can see that the red color is prominent in everything. Red color is a major part of Chinese New Year's celebration. It is a traditional practice for the adults to give children little red envelopes filled up with money in order to symbolize wealth and prosperity for the coming year. Again, they give money in the little red envelopes, which means that it will be a symbol of, it will be a sign of prosperity and happiness throughout the coming year. And one more thing, that the envelopes are not to be opened until the guests are in the home of the host. Then they will open the envelopes when they will leave the home of the giver, because it's again considered a symbol of bad luck if the receiver will open the envelope before leaving the house of the giver. This is a very special practice in the Chinese society. Rather, we can say these are their beliefs. In our society, in our Pakistani society, we don't celebrate the new year like this because we think that these things are superstitions. We believe that these are superstitions, and superstitions do not exist in our Islam. That's why we don't believe in, but this is the Chinese practice, this is a part of their religious belief. So that's why they consider these things symbols of bad luck. Then we have honoring the animal. You must have heard about it, that Chinese people associate the year with the particular animal. So every year is associated with one of the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac signs. There are animals on the zodiac signs, so they associate every year with one of those 12 animals. These animals are often represented in their decorations. You can see that they will hang posters and banners with the shape of these animals, with the picture of these animals. Some people believe, and it's a common belief in their society, that the people born in the year of that specific animal will have the personality traits of that specific animal. So this is their common belief. They believe that the people will have the personality traits, character traits of that particular animal in which year they are born. Okay, next page, page number 19. It's the end of, page number 18, Twitter. So it's the end of our chapter, that Chinese New Year is a time when the family should come together in order to give thanks for the year that has passed and reinvigorate themselves for the new year. So Chinese New Year is a symbol of strengthening themselves for the coming year. They get together, they clean their houses, they give gifts to each other to strengthen the bonds, to strengthen the relationships, and to strengthen themselves for the coming new year, to face the challenges of the new year. So I think this chapter is easy. It must be clear to everyone because it's a very common chapter. We must have heard about these practices in the Chinese society in our day-to-day life. Anyways, so the chapter is and over. So I want you people to go through the glossary words and the theme of the chapter. And now there is a task for you people. What is the task? That you have to find out and write at least 10 differences between Pakistan's and Chinese New Year. You have read about Chinese New Year in your chapter, that how do they celebrate their New Year, and now the task is to find out about Pakistan's New Year, that how people in Pakistan celebrate their New Year and how their celebrations are associated with their religion and their beliefs. What are their beliefs? What are the symbolism of those celebrations with their religion? So this is you have to write, you have to find out and write. You will write approximately 150 to 200 words paragraph for that purpose on your neat notebooks. Okay? And one more thing that is very important, that the work should be neat and clean. Your work should be neat and clean with proper heading and margin line. I will check your notebooks after getting back to school, inshallah, when the situation will be clear, when everything will be fine, inshallah. Although we are praying for everything to be fine. And so next thing, that is your homework. Your homework is vocabulary exercise A, B, and C on page number 18 and 19. On page number 18, you have vocabulary exercise A. Give the meanings of each word as used in the lesson. Number 1, gathering, customary, thoroughly, commonplace, sorry, commonplace, partake, traits, reinvigorate. And on page number 19, you have exercise B. Form a noun from the given words and use the nouns in sentences. You are given with the list of words and you have to change those words into nouns. One of the example is done for you. For example, celebrate into celebration. So how we are going to change the other words? Gather into gathering. Symbolic into symbolism. Prosper, prosperity. Decorate, decoration. Encourage, encouragement. So I have changed the words into nouns for you. Now the task is more easier for you, that you only have to you have to make sentences of these nouns. You have to use those nouns in meaningful sentences. A very important thing, that the sentences should be meaningful. Next, exercise C. You'll find this exercise a bit difficult because this is to translate the paragraph into Urdu. In grade 9, you were translating the sentences from Urdu to English, and there we have translation from English to Urdu. So you have to translate paragraph into Urdu on your neat notebooks. You have to translate this paragraph. It is a traditional practice for adults to give children little red envelopes filled with money in order to symbolize wealth and prosperity for the coming year. It is also common for elders to present red packets to unmarried members of the family. Envelopes are not to be opened until the recipient has left the home of the giver. We have discussed this paragraph in the chapter, so now you have to translate it into Urdu. I hope the exercises are easy and you will not find it difficult to solve these exercises. But still, if you find anything difficult, you can ask me. I'll clear your confusions in the comments or in the next lecture. Before starting up with the next lecture, we'll discuss the previous one and I will clear your confusions related to the previous chapter, previous lecture. Anyways, I want to discuss one more thing about the previous two lectures, that if you find any rule of narrations difficult or anything that is confusing for you, to you people, better please clear your confusions through the comments. You can ask me through the comments. I will clear your confusions so that you can solve the worksheets given in your lecture. Anyway, is okay beta, best of luck and Allah Hafiz.